Are you aware of how powerful you are right now? Welcome to the new timeline. Yeah, you made it. You're here. You jumped. Now, I know this feels incredibly disorienting. Some of you are feeling ill. Some of you are having symptoms almost. And some of you have been like, do I need to go to the doctor? Because you've been having body aches. You've been having strange headaches, but headaches not in a way that you normally get them if you get them. It's almost as if you feel inflamed. Your skin might be acting up. You might be getting rashes. You might be getting strange acne. Some of you are feeling itchy. Some of you are feeling like the insides of you are itchy. Some of you are feeling almost as if like, wait a minute. There's a disorientation almost, and it doesn't feel good. So I need to be very clear about that. Regardless of your mental state right now in terms of, do I feel good? Do I feel bad? What's going on? Do I feel healthy? Do I not feel healthy? Do I feel sick? There's a disorientation. Outside of the physical symptoms, there's almost this feeling of like, why is everyone acting really weird? Why does the world feel totally off? Some of you are looking at situations in your life and you're just like laughing at them in a way that you never did before because you're like, this is so completely absurd. How did I put up with this for so long? Like it's almost funny, even if it was traumatic, even if it was crazy, even if it was like, there's a part of you that you're like, you can almost, there's a separation from you now here. Because you're in a different timeline. I'm going to explain this in a second. You're in a different timeline. And so you're able to look back on certain things. And when I say look back to last week, look back to last year. I don't mean like look back yonder, back to 20 years ago when you were... No, it's more like you're looking at certain people in your life and situations in your life, and there are so many things that feel so much clearer. And it's almost as if you are watching a TV show of your life. You're like, I can see things with much greater clarity than I did before. Now, I don't know what I'm gonna do about it, but I can see now that this is the character that I was playing. And a lot of you don't like the character that you were playing, or you feel for the character that you were playing before, or the character that you're still currently playing, because though you have jumped timelines and you are in a different place, there are certain people around. It doesn't mean that you can't access the old timelines. And so there are people in your life that are going to literally feel like anchors to you, and that is an indication, okay? So there are going to be people in your life that when you are around them, like your energy, you're going to be feeling like pulled on. You're going to be feeling like, whoo, boy, I don't feel so hot when I have to deal with this person or this situation. Some of you may be dealing with like feeling actual, like getting hot. You're like overheating. That's also another indication that there's something going on there. Now, again, listen to me. If you're feeling ill, please go to the hospital, go to the doctor. I'm not saying, hey, you jumped timelines, you're fine, whatever. You know your body. But some of us that are sensitive, those of us that are on the spectrum, those of us that are spiritual, those of us that are aware of the quantum way, the quantum universe, if you will, we are having almost like ascension symptoms. Now, many of you follow things like the Schumann Resonance Report. That has been very interesting lately. If you don't know what that is, go ahead and Google it. But basically, it measures the Earth's magnetic pulse, essentially. It's like the Earth's heartbeat, Gaia's heartbeat, the electromagnetic field. And it's been going off lately. It's been doing some very odd things. We've had some solar flashes. We've had some interesting cosmic weather, so to speak, which can be a conduit for the jumping of the timelines. Now, some of you have been misplacing things, or you've been finding doubles of things. This is another indication that you've jumped, where you're like, what? How did I get two of this thing, this too, but like this, I had this book and now I have another version. I have a different copy of this book, but it's the same book, but you're finding it in like two different places, or one that you thought was lost, and you're finding it again, but there's like a double of it. There's certain things within this jump that have happened too, where there's such clarity in the relationships that are going to be staying with you going forward, and such clarity in the relationships that are not going to be staying with you going forward. And some of you have been in this sort of in-between place with a couple of people where you're like, I don't know if they're going to be in my life, or like, oh, this person like isn't committing to me and I love them, but like they're not committing to me, or like I don't know if this person takes me seriously. That's going to be, in the next few days, few weeks, that's going to be becoming a hell of a lot more clear. But I want to speak to this disorientation. Some of you have been sleeping and going into the astral realm in ways that you never have been before. Some of you have been lucid dreaming, and some of you, I want you to really, really look into the symbolism in your dreams and the people that are showing up in your dreams and the themes that are showing up in your dreams. Some of you have activated your third eye in a way, and it's almost as if your superpowers have come back, like online. Powers of perception. A lot of you are feeling like, I can read people's thoughts now. That's new. That's fun. Kind of scary because it means people can't lie to you anymore. And some of you are even realizing that the powers of manifestation, if you will, for lack of a better word, you're thinking something, and instead of a year later or a month later, it's right now, baby. So that is a blessing and a curse in the sense that, right, if you go, okay, let's talk about pizza, right? I really want this pizza. Then a free pizza shows up or something. Call it the pizza timeline, if you will. You think of something that you want. You can manifest it immediately, but you can see how you can do that with fear. Oh, I'm sick. I'm getting sick. Oh, this bad thing is like, I think he's going to cheat on me. And then you see where that can go. Your mind now, you need to think of it almost as if where you are at now, where you have moved from. This is not the way that it was before, but this is where we're at now. When you are feeding a computer code, you're typing in the code, you tell the computer what to do. Even just think of like, I hate to bring this up, but like think of like AI, right? Where AI isn't perfect, right? There are some people that love it. There are some people that hate it. I'm not here to talk about the political implications of this or that or whatever. I'm using it as an example, okay? That you have to be really specific with AI, right? You have to, because otherwise it's not going to know what to do for you. And we all have maybe, if you've used AI at all, if you've used ChatGPT, if you've used any of these, Perplexity, you know that it can be kind of hilarious, where if you're not specific enough with something, it will give you an end result where you're like, well, okay, that's not exactly what I meant. I guess I'm going to have to be very, very, very specific. You need to think of your mind now almost as if we're the original AI. AI is, you know what I'm saying? Like the human brain is the original AI. Okay, we're the AI. So you need to think of the way that you're programming yourself in a very specific way. So now is the time for specificity. Forgive me, please. I'm channeling. I can pronounce certain words sometimes not so much. And that may be an ascension symptom, honestly. Like I have felt, I don't know. So like, let me talk to you about my symptoms. I realized that I took a major, major leap when I felt it was almost as if it was a glitch. You ever experience one of those where you get a deja vu of some kind and you're like, I know this. I've been here now. Has my physical apartment changed? Am I in a different place? No. But there's this feeling of, wait a minute, this has happened on some level before, and it's because you've joined timelines with a higher version of yourself. You're working up the ladder. So you have more power now. There's more power in what it is that you're doing, but it's very disorienting because there are certain things that other version of you did that you're not going to necessarily remember. People are going to like it's not out of the realm of possibility for people to be coming up to you and being like, "Hey, remember that conversation we had? Or remember when you said this?" And you're like, "Well, I remember the conversation, but I do not remember saying that. I don't remember that. What are you talking? What?" Little things like that, like small, these are small things. It's not like, some of you it may be big things, but honestly, like, it's usually like really small things, like to indicate like that something's up, like something has shifted, changed in some way. And so basically, for those of you that have gone through this process recently, this is what you need to do. Fucking nothing. Okay. Those of us that are sensitive are going to understand that these energies that have been coming through have been intense. And most of us have 9-to-5s. Most of us have things that we have to do. And we are finding that the very basic things in our lives are making us feel exhausted, and we can't do anything above and beyond. You're not supposed to be doing anything above and beyond right now. What you need to be doing the most right now is rest. Get yourself back into that lucid dreaming state. Listen to Theta Realms. It's a great channel. If you don't know what Theta Realms is, just find it on YouTube. I mean, they've got I think 4 million followers or something like that. So you'll be able to find it. Theta Realms. You want to get yourself into REM sleep as much as possible. Go to bed much earlier than you normally would. Prioritize rest. For those of you that work out a lot and your body is kind of not giving you exactly what it normally gives you, you need to do more yin yoga and stretching and slower movements. You basically need to treat yourself as if you've had the flu. Okay? Yeah. You need to treat yourself as if you've had the flu. And I would say, again, whenever it is that you're getting this message, you were meant to get this message, okay? But it's more so that I'm feeling it's this 3-week period where you're going to have to baby yourself a little bit more. Work your fascia. There's some stuff stuck in your body from the previous version of yourself, metaphorically, that doesn't belong in this timeline. And that's also part of the reason why you're feeling so ill or so icky, stuck almost. There are things within your lymph and your fascia that you need to work out. So drink more water. If you can do saunas, do a sauna. If you can walk, just do something in your routine that is hydrating your fascia. And if you don't know how to do that, just Google. Okay? We're going to need to be a little bit more water-based and more pliable in the things that we're doing going forward. I hope this makes sense. I know that this is probably kind of janky all over the place, but I thought it was important to make a video about this because I'm in it right now and I can talk about it a little bit more. One of the other things that I'm noticing is people fading in and fading out in very strange ways. People that you thought were always going to be there are just piecing out. They're I'm moving to France, or I am not going to be your friend anymore, or I don't want to be your spouse anymore, or I don't want to be your family member anymore. And it's wait, some of it's with drama and some of it isn't. So there are people that are leaving your life in a way that you never thought they would leave. And then there are also people that are coming into your life where you're where the fuck did this person come from? Oh, and they have all the solutions to my problems. Okay, what? So I need you to be open to new experiences and new people that are dropping in that may lead you to a path of solutions. They may not be the entire solution, but it's being open to these. You're in a new timeline now. So that means there's going to be new people, and we need to be open to that. that there are going to be people coming into our lives where we're going to be like, where the hell did you get my number? How do you even exist? Like, oh, wait, what? This is too good to be true. Trust it. Everything is so much faster now. Okay. So particularly like in this particular timeline, things just, they clip along in a way where if you can think it, then you can have it. So you need to be very, very thoughtful of the ways that you are manifesting things into your life. And also it falls into that category of like, be careful of what you wish for, right? Because that thing that you always wanted, this is the timeline where it happens. And then when that happens, what then? What do you do? Because a lot of you have thought about the thing that you want. You haven't thought about what it means when you actually have it. The extra work that it will be to maintain said thing. The other factors, the things you're going to have to give up in order to have that thing. The way it'll make you feel. The exposure it will give you, because some of you, this is going to be a front-facing thing. Are you ready for fame? Are you ready for eyeballs on you? Are you ready for more people to be celebrating you but also scrutinizing you? I mean, these are things to be thinking about. So I want you to just take extra good care of yourself. Okay? This is the time for rest. And then in about 3 weeks' time, it's going to be time to go hard. But you're going to have the energy then because you will have taken care of yourself. Extra good care of yourself. I need you to treat yourself almost as if you have the flu right now. Even if you don't, you just need to go extra slow and let these energies just kind of stabilize. And if you can detox in some way, shape, or form in a safe way, now's the time to do it. I hope this was helpful. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.